I need money for my business. Hi, I need money for my business. Hello, I need money for my business. Let's talk about it. Thank you for clicking on this video, and thank you to all of my new subscribers. If you're new here though, I'm a financial analyst. I do videos on side hustles, passive income, entrepreneurship, and all things money. But today we're going to talk about how to get money for your business. So I have 4 steps of what you need to get money for your business. So let's get into number 1. Number 1, separate your business from your checking account. So you can do something simple like just put all your business stuff into one separate checking account. And that leads me to number 2 of how you can cleanly separate everything. Number 2 is establish an LLC. So once you establish an LLC with your state, you get your EIN number, and then you can go and get your business checking account and have all your business revenue go into that checking account so it can be completely separate from all your personal income. And this is the same if you have an LLC or if you have an S Corp, however you're registering your business with your state, register your business with your state and then use whatever business name that you registered with your state to open up your checking accounts. Moving on to number 3. Number 3 is getting business funding for your business. So now that you're in your business, you're operational, you've separated all of your funds from your personal funds, now you want to get money to grow your business or money to start your business. So you can do small business loans, you can do grants, or you can do business lines of credit, or you can do business credit cards. So a business credit card is probably the easiest, fastest one to get. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to the same credit card companies that we see all the time for personal credit. They also give you business credit, like Chase, Capital One, US Bank. All of these also issue business credit cards. So when you're applying for your business credit, you apply under your business name, and they may check your personal credit if it's a brand new business. And they usually like to see personal credit around the 600s or above. So be mindful of that. If you're going to establish business credit, then try to have a credit score around the 600s and 700s. But it's not always the case. Sometimes they don't check your credit, and sometimes they will take a score that's even in the 5s. So don't sell yourself short. Just try and apply and see if they give you that business credit. Now, also remember, when it comes to business credit, they will issue you more credit than they would on the personal side because they know that this is a business. You're going to be turning around revenue every month. So you're going to be able to handle a higher credit line. So be mindful of that. If you don't want a whole lot of credit, then you're definitely going to have to talk to them, let them know before they issue you the card. And if you do want a lot of credit, then they'll decide based off of the data that you provide them how much money this card is going to give you or the line of credit that they can give you. But keep in mind that the lines of credit and the business credit cards have higher interest rates than, say, for example, your term small business loan. So if you need a lot of money and you need to hold on to it for a while, I would go the small business loan route. I also have a video about grants. A lot of small business owners would rather hear about grants than lines of credit and small business loans, but sometimes you're gonna have to take what you can take. So I do have a video about grants. I will link it down in the description. Go ahead and watch that one when you're done watching this one. So let's get into number 4. So number 4 is to grow your business with your revenue. So how do you do that? Now, have you ever talked to a rich person and they've asked you, well, I have all this money. How do I grow more money? How do I make more money from this money? They've never asked you that, and it's because they already know how to grow their wealth with the wealth that they already have. We'll take real estate, for example. If you have one rental property, you use the income from that first rental property to buy more rental properties, and then so on and so on, and that's how you grow your income. Now you have 5 rental properties and you can get your 6th rental property based on all of the income that you're making from those 5. You don't have to invest any new money into buying and extending your business. So that is what you could do on a smaller scale with your small business. If you get this money, this working capital, put it into your primary business, and then you can start investing small amounts on the side to help out your primary business, because your primary business is your passion. That's what you actually want to do. So you could do something like invest in a rental property, meaning a rental property that's ready to be rented, not something that you have to flip and do renovations and all those things. Unless that is your thing, then do that. But if it's not, buy a house, rent it out. That's your rental property. That's your monthly income. You can throw that back into your primary business, which again, that's what you wanted to focus on. And then you don't necessarily have to use the lines of credit for years and years and years, or have to be subject to getting a small business loan every year, or all these different avenues of getting outside money that you have to pay interest on for your business. So that is just like a quick little tip of how to think about growing your business and getting money for your business. But definitely, if you're starting a small business and you want to do the line of credit, definitely apply for a credit card that is in your business's name. You can go to any credit card company, Chase, Capital One, US Bank. All of those companies have business credit cards that you can get right away. It's a lot quicker than applying for a small business loan, and it's a lot quicker than applying for a grant. So definitely, again, check that video out down in the description about grants. If this video added value to you, go ahead and click the like button, and don't forget to subscribe. But I do want to know one thing from you. Let me know down in the comments, what is the #1 business that you want to start, or the business that you started last year? Let me know down in the comments. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.